Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj's mom, Carol Maraj. She has reached a six-figure settlement with a man who fatally struck Nicki's dad, Robert Maraj, back in 2021. Now, in case you guys don't remember, there's this gentleman by the name of Charles. I think his name is pronounced Polivic, right? Charles is a businessman. He deals with like drilling of water and some other water business, right? It is alleged that his net worth is around $150 million. When he struck down Nicki's dad back in 2021, he basically fled the crime scene. Not only did he fled the crime scene, he was allegedly paying off people to cover up stuff for him. He was found to be tampering with evidence and all of that jazz. So he was let off on a $250,000 bail, and he was only sentenced to 1 year behind bars, and that is allegedly because he had paid so many people at this point to tamper with the evidence of the case, allegedly, that it was just a hot mess, right? Nicki wanted her mom to let God do his thing with this man, but Nicki's mom wanted to sue for loss of companionship. So when Nicki's mom filed a lawsuit and sued this gentleman, for loss of companionship, this gentleman, Charles, he deposed Nicki. Yes, guys, can you imagine? It's crazy. Like, Nicki had nothing to do with the case. But he deposed Nicki Minaj, and his argument was that Nicki has said some questionable things about her dad, and because Nicki had said some questionable things about her dad, it means that Nicki should be deposed because Nicki's father isn't a decent citizen. As though that has anything for you to struck someone who was using a crosswalk, right? No. We all know that Nicki has always been vocal in her song that her father was on drugs. She detailed him lighting the house on fire with the mom inside of it because he was so high. He was completely out of it. She spoke about him having them in the wee hours of the street running down as though they were on a track team, which means that there was some violence and aggression towards the family because of his addiction. But he got clean, and years later, she spoke about him getting clean, and he was, steady with that, okay? When she released Pink Friday 2, she did a song which was a tribute to him, Gone Already. We know that Papa Bear was born around the same time because she had booked her father ticket for her father to come spend time with her because he told her that he wanted to come and he wanted to help out too. Normally the moms are there, the fathers, they will, tread behind the mom, but sometimes the fathers don't always get involved. But her dad wanted to get involved with his grandchild. He wanted to be there for his let me not say first, his grandson, but he was killed just days before, he could make it to her. So you know that she took it hard. It was a difficult process for her. But Nicki's mom, Carol, decided that she was gonna sue for loss of companionship, right? So now since 2021, Carol says that she has agreed to $400,000 from Charles because Charles is the devil's advocate based on what I'm reading about him and based on what I could dig up about his history, right? And Nikki wants nothing to do with this man or the case, right? So what they're saying is that Nikki's mom, Carol, she has reached a settlement agreement. She's gonna get $300,000 directly from Charles, the man who struck Nikki's dad. He was driving a truck when it happened, right? No, she's gonna also get another 100,000 from an insurance company. Now, in her paperwork, Carol said that she agreed to pay her legal team around $133,000 in fees and another $9,800 in reimbursement, leaving his estate with the remaining $234,000, right? So that's what she's gonna get after everyone, gets what they're supposed to. 300,000 is coming from Charles, 100,000 from another insurance company. She's gonna pay the legal team 133,000 plus there's gonna be a reimbursement for 9,800. Maybe the legal team paid for something, so that they could keep track of everything instead of Carol paying for it from pocket because Charles is nifty and untrustworthy. So I'm just going to jump to the assumption that the legal team said to Carol, we'll do this for you so that we can keep tabs on this man and he can't come at you with any lies or any mischief because the man is just dirty and he's just highly mischievous, right? But for some reason, when I came across this report, something inside of me is saying, this is not done. Something about the man that had struck Nicki's dad is very much unsettling. And anyone who has been following my channel, you guys know when I say something, it's not just me saying it. I believe you guys might witness it as well. It may take a little time, but there's something very unsettling about the man that struck Nicki's dad that is saying to me that we haven't heard the last of him, and that is in an unpleasant way. I think we're going to hear about this man back in the media or something, but it's not going to be for anything pleasant. It's going to be for some unpleasantries. So remember, I told you guys that, and remember, his name is, I think it's Charles Polivic, if I have the pronunciation correctly. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys for now. Let me know what's your take, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.